Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Marvel Select Rhino figure, and this is how it looks in packaging. Picked it up at the comic shop. It was around $22.50 out the door. So here's the back of it, and welcome to slowly read this. And here's a Rhino cover from the Amazing Spider-Man and other figures that are available. The only one I'm gonna pick up most likely is just gonna be Rhino, because he's a pretty cool looking figure. Here's a picture of him. Massive too, so yeah, let's get him out of packaging. Alright, and here we have Rhino outside of packaging, and some of the poses I'm about to show you guys will not be able to achieve by the Rhino outside of packaging. I did some modification to this Rhino, and I will show what I did in another video, which I mean it should be right after this review. But here's Rhino outside of packaging, and sorry, I already made the modification before I start this review because I was a little I was a little disappointed with the Rhino. Not the fact that he doesn't have a good sculpt or articulation, it's just the range of motion that he has. It's a little lacking, so decided to work on it and made the modification video. But now I'm just doing the review of this guy, and great figure, definitely. And as far as his height, he stands about 8.5 if you're counting the horns. The tip of that horn, it's up to about 9 inches. But yeah, it's a good size figure. And right now, with the modifications, I am very, very happy with this purchase. And here's a back view of the Rhino. Let me do a close-up on detailing. See, the texture on this Rhino, it's really good, and they did a really good job with the paint as well. Even though it looks to be just dry brush over gray, but still did a great job on it. Sculpting on this piece is really outstanding. Check out those feet. Yeah, great figure. Definitely worth picking up. Initially, I didn't want to pick this up because I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, and Rhino, it's just a villain in that world, but I wasn't a fan of. But after seeing him in person, I was like, $22, it's okay. So I bought it, and now I am very happy I got it. And let's go over articulation. As far as articulation, base of the neck, there's a ball joint there. And shoulders a ball hinge. Then elbows a ball hinge. Wrists are swivel. And then most likely a ball jointed chest area. And ball hinge hips. Ball hinge knees. And ball hinge ankles. Okay, now the range of movement for the neck. When you first take this Rhino outside of packaging, it's about, I think I would say about that much up to here, and then down would be about that much. And what I did a modification to his neck, so now he could look this far up and this far down. So quite an improvement from what he initially can do. So the range of motion definitely gotten a lot better. And as far as the hip articulation, it's just like the lizard. the movie Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man lizard, where you have to turn his thigh all the way to the side before you could rotate. I mean, before you could pivot. So the problem you're gonna have is the fact that his legs can't turn that much. The range of motion is really limited. This is pretty much how far his leg could bend. But on this side, I made a modification so his leg could actually bend forward a little bit more. So stock, it would be like this. And after modification, he could bend this far forward. And from the bottom, you could definitely tell how far forward he could do now. See, he could bend his leg way further up now. With a figure like Rhino, you definitely want him to be able to pull off a pose where he is charging towards someone. And with the modification, you could definitely achieve that. Here's how he looks from the side. As you can see, with the hip articulation and the head. He's definitely looking forward as he's charging. And one thing I've noticed is the wrist articulation is definitely better than the Hulk from the Avengers line. The way they cut the wrist is definitely a little bit better now. It's more parallel to the fist. Because I think the Hulk one was a little slanted. Here's one last look at Rhino. A very impressive figure. Definitely worth picking up for about 20 to 25 you can get at your comic shop, and it's a great addition to your Spider-Man collection. And again, this is a great looking sculpted action figure. Very happy I picked it up, and yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching.